Hi everyone, welcome back to Tarot for Tired People. I'm S, your resident tired girl, and today we are answering a hashtag created by fellow tarot tuber called Jay from Iridescent Tarot. So she wanted to know what is that one deck, if we had to choose only one deck to live by, what that deck would be, and what is the one oracle deck that we would choose. So we are only allowed to choose one tarot deck and one oracle deck and one runner-up, and explain why that's a runner-up and not the main deck. If I had to choose only one tarot deck for the rest of my life, it would, I think, have to be Influence of the Angels Tarot. This deck is not just a good creation, but it is also very versatile. If you just had one deck, you would need to use it for shadow work and for daily reads and for other people, for guidance, for day, night, different seasons, um, something that also sort of kind of um, reflects the roots of tarot and has this esoteric, moody vibe to it. So I feel like Influence of the Angels is a deck that ever since joined my collection, I have not been able to put it down. It has gravitas and authority, but it is also a calming deck. It is not super heavy, neither is it super light. It just walks that middle line and it's very accurate. So, what else do you need? If you see the color palette, it's not towards only one color. It is kind of colorful. You have little bits and pieces of good historical art, and it is a very clear layout. It is not very, mm, let's say you were, you know, it doesn't have a lot of nudity. Let's put it that way. The art is not triggering. So I feel this deck, I just keep reaching out to when I need guidance, when I just want to do daily draw or whatever. And this is why this would have to be, I think, my one deck if I could only take one deck. My runner up would be Terra Volatile. This is why when she tagged me, I was like, this is super easy. Terra Volatile, I love it. But the truth be told, this deck, while I love it and it's my soul deck, the very truthful bit about it is that the art is so heavy that it can't be used. It has a very heavy, energetic, a very serious, energetic um, expression. So and imprint. So the problem is you can use it for big picture readings and things like that, but it does not necessarily do very well when it comes to daily reads because it would get too heavy for you. At least that's my experience with it. It's not a deck that I reach out to every day because it's not like it wouldn't read those everyday moments. It would, but the readings would be so heavy that I would need to shift, like the energy would be too much. So because tarot end of the day is spiritual work, you want a deck that is a little more versatile. And Terra Volatile, as much as I love it, is unfortunately a deck that I cannot use on all situations, everywhere, with everybody. It's a very particular deck that works in a very specific way in my practice. And while it's my soul deck, it will remain the runner up. I would still put it in my suitcase if I had to run away with one deck, but we are not cheating on this one. Jay said no cheating. So yeah, this one's my runner-up deck for the hashtag one deck. So for the one Oracle deck to choose for this tag, I chose my own Oracle deck. A modified version of this I will put up for the public, but this particular one is for me. And I made it at a very stressful time, got the gilding, got all of that. And the reason why I would choose this is because somehow, when I made it, it was really my higher self and my creative self making this deck. And I think everyone should do this as a practice. You don't have to sell it. You're not doing it for anything except for yourself because it has an incredible energetic impression. My higher self really speaks to me through this deck. It has got everything that is, I've transmuted a lot of shadows through this deck. So a lot of things that I grapple with or I have a problem with, inherited wounds and other kinds of wounds, those are things that I expressed in this deck. And therefore, it has now become a guiding light. And I would, no matter what your level of art skill might be, I would recommend everyone to do this one Oracle deck that is personal, that is specifically for yourself, because it would really, really help you transmute a lot of things. Like, for example, you're building a legacy, it takes time, is a wound that I grapple with because I am building a business and there's so much in it. And I'm always constantly in this rush of why haven't I made it yet? Even though it's been 2 years and, things like that. And it also has like quotes. If you don't know, I get it. Everybody's creativity might not be at the same level, and that's fine. For example, you could just take things from Pinterest and put quotes from your favorite authors. My favorite author is Haruki Murakami, and this quote is from him. Memories warm you up, but they also tear you apart. So some of these are literally advice to myself, and some of these are um, quotes from my favorite author. And each one of these is super, super personal, and it has to do with only me. Like here, this quote is from Murakami, but nobody's keeping score is something that is a shadow of mine that I deal with, or this comparison business. So yeah, this would definitely be that one oracle if I had to choose one. I don't care if it goes with something. I don't care anything because I do pull from it every single night, and it is my guiding light. The runner up would be Goddess Dream and Goddess Love Oracle because they haven't left my bedside since they came. And what I did, and this was actually a tip from Simon from Hermit's Cave, I took Goddess Love Oracle and I mixed it with Goddess Dream. So now it's a chunky monkey that I have because I think it's got this beautiful energy, and again, it is so nice and sweet and caring that I absolutely adore it. And it has this energy to hold that I would not want to let go. Like, this could have been my runner up. This would have been my one oracle to go with, whether it goes with influence of the angels or not. Just because of the advice always being so hopeful. And I think that's and yet there's words, there's a keyword, the structure is right. And there it's like an elderly energy, and that's something that I love about it. But I would any day choose my own deck because it is infused with my energy and my manifestations and my um hopes and dreams, I guess, and also my shadows. But if I did not have that, I would choose this chunky monkey mix of Goddess Love and Goddess Dream Oracle. Should we see if we had, so now we have taken this tarot deck and we have taken my oracle deck just for the sake of it because I've never used it in a pairing. I use it as just one card. I love this right off the bat. It's Four of Pentacles, and here it says, are you only comparing with their wins? This is a Murakami quote. Whatever it is you're seeking won't come in the form you're expecting. With Eight of Cups, Five of Swords. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Four of Wands. Tend to your mind's garden. I think I'd be able to work with this. Ten of Swords. This is a Murakami quote. Again, this is a quote by Yes. Fool, and it says the world your parents lived in no longer exists, so make up your own rules. Their rules won't work in this world. And I used a really old image from colonial times of the Taj Mahal as because the Taj Mahal still stands, but not in this world. So yeah, it just goes so well with Fool. Page of Cups and Let It Go. This is a very famous painter. Hermit, and it says, let your softness be your sword. Yeah, so, my choice would work if I just had this one deck and I just had this one oracle. And I love that this one is very rooted to my culture. So it would feel like I have something from my culture and I have something that's quite from the tarot culture, let's put it that way. So these are my choices. I'm very happy with them. I don't need the runner ups. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe just come on. I think we're allowed the runner ups too. Come on. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed this tag a lot more than I thought I would because I discovered a new pairing that I didn't think was going to happen. And please like and subscribe and all of those good things because I am also super new in YouTube and I really enjoy doing this with you guys. Thank you for joining me again. Bye.